Hi there, it's Ashley here with this week's episode of Stamp Create Repeat for Your Next Stamp. I will put all of the products in the description box that I share in today's video, and you can find them over in the Your Next Stamp store. So today I'm going to be making these cute little Easter tags. I am just in love with these little sweet images. How cute is that lamb with the little wagon full of jelly beans there? And I just am in love with this new die set from Your Next Stamp for these cute tags. It is just such a unique shape, and I just love how cute it looks with that little layered sentiment there. So I'm going to start out by just sharing with you the products that I use to make these tags, and then I'll get into the process video. So I use the Your Next Stamp black olive ink and wire snips to cut apart my dies. I also use these Your Next Stamp gumdrops. These are the Spooky Cute Sparkly set, and they're so pretty. They were perfect for adding on some glittery Easter cuteness there. Then I used some ribbon. This is just from my stash. It's yellow gingham ribbon that was from American Crafts. I used some Doodlebug twine. I used this lime color here. It's really pretty. Then I used this Doodlebug Bunnyville paper pad. This is quite old, but I just had to use this jelly bean paper and the little flower paper. For the tag die, I use this die. It is such a cute and unique shape. I love it. And I love how you get both pieces. You get the tag there, and then you also get the little layering piece to add your sentiment. And it fits just perfect there in the middle. And this is called the Cool Tag 5 die set. Then I use this stamp set that just came out in the new release. It is so precious. This set is called Springtime, and I use this little lamb here, and it has a little wagon, and you can add in any of the little elements on here. I use the jelly beans and the little bunny and that little Lily of the Valley egg. And there is also coordinating dies that you can use, that you can purchase separate. And then I used this stamp set here just for the Happy Easter sentiment. This is the So Egg-citing stamp set. So I'm going to get started now with the process video, and I hope that you'll enjoy. So I'm going to start out by taking the tag die here, and I'm just snipping it apart with my wire trimmers, and I'm going to take this cute jelly bean paper and lay that on there and run it through my die cutting machine. And look how cute it looks, and it has the little stitching around it. And then I did the same thing with that tag on this flower paper. Then I'm just taking the other die that comes in this set, and I'm going to die cut this out on white, and so I'm just showing you how it layers up like that. And then there's the other one. Now I'm going to stamp out my images. I'm going to start out by doing this little lamb one, and I'm using the Your Next Stamp black olive ink, which is my absolute favorite. I rave about it in all of my videos. It's such a really nice ink that's so crisp, and you only have to stamp it just the once. I love it. And then I'm going to stamp out the little bunny, and then also the little egg with the little Lily of the Valley there coming out of it. So now I'm going to do my Copic coloring, and I'm going to get my inspiration for the colors that I use from the paper itself. So I'm using YR04 and YR02 to color in those eggs. Then for the pink, I'm using RV14 and RV13. And these jelly beans are just so cute. They have little faces on them. For the yellow, I used Y35 and Y32. And then I did some blue with BG13 and BG10. Then I go in with some of the green, which is YG06 and YG03. And I just went back in with the darkest color just to darken it up. And then I did another little pink one with the same color combo and another orange one. And I just tried to spread them out nicely. And then I did one more yellow and then a blue. And I just love how all the little images can go in that little wagon or the little cart that that little lamb is pulling or pushing. So then I used the same yellow color combo for the inside of the little watering can. And then I used YG06 and YG00 for the green there on the leaves. I used BG10 just to add a little bit of shading to the Lily of Valley. They're usually white, but I just added a little bit of blue just to give it a nice tinge. I used Y35 and Y32 for the little egg, and then I blend that out a little bit more. Then I'm going to do the little pink part of the flowers with RV14 and RV13 for the little bunny there. And then I'm using that same blue combo, BG13 and BG10, just for the little ribbon on the bunny's hat. Then for the brown part of the hat, I use E55 and E53. And I forgot to mention the paper that I'm using is the Michaels Recollections brand. I believe it's the 86 pound. It's the just like regular white cardstock that they sell in big packages. I love using those. It blends the colors really nicely and it doesn't take a lot of saturation of your marker to really get the colors to blend nice. So I use that same blue color combo for the flowers, or excuse me, for the water drops, and then for the little flower pot here I'm using RV14 and RV13. Then I'm going to move down to the little wagon and I'm using C4 to blend this little silver steel part, and then I'm using C2. Then I'm going to do the little wheel there, so I'm using C8 just to add a little bit of shading there, and then I blend that out with C4. Then I'm going to use for the little wagon there E59 for the darkest portions, and then I go in with E57. And then I'm going to blend it out with E55 and just give it a really good blend. And I did go out of the lines just a little bit, so I go in with my colorless blender just to cover that up. I just cannot get over those jelly beans. They are so precious. So now I'm just going to do the inside of the little critter's ears. I use RV13 and RV11 for both of them. For the little lamb, I'm going to use C4 and C8 to do the little hooves or like the little feet spots. And then for the face, I'm using C4 and C2 and giving that a really good blend. And I want him to look really cute and like fluffy. So I took my R11 for some cheeks. He definitely needed some cheeks. And then I took my N0, which is a really light gray color. And I kind of just did like swirly motions on his fur so he would look fluffy and give it a little bit of dimension there. And I think it looks so cute. So then for the little bunny, I'm using RV11 and RV10 for that little spot on his belly. And then for the bunny, I'm going to do him in a gray color. So I'm using C4, and I'm just adding on all of my darkest portions. I was going to do him in a brown color, and then I did his hat brown, so I decided not to do the bunny and the hat brown. So he turned into a little gray bunny. So I'm just blending that out with the C2. And I love how his little hand's up to his mouth. He looks just so cute. And now I'm going to just blend out the little feet, and I leave the white tail just nice and fluffy looking, and I just leave it white. And then I go in with my black jelly pen on the eyes of the lamb, and then I also do the little eyes there on the jelly beans just to make them pop, and then I also do the little nose on the bunny. And then I take my white jelly pen just to add a few little accents just to really give it a nice bit of dimension there. And I add a little white dot on each of the cheeks of the critters. And they are done. They look so cute. So now I'm just going to take the coordinating dies and I'm just going to trim them apart with the wire snips here. And these dies for this set are awesome. It's really nice. You'll see as I die cut them out, but they really cut nicely around all the little bits. So I'm just taking some Post-it note tape here to hold it down so that I can run it through my die cutting machine and see how it really just gets all the way around that little wheelbarrow and also around the little water droplets. So I'm just running it through and then I will reveal each of them. This is always my favorite part. How cute are these little bits? So you could have the little flower pot in there, or you could have, like I'm going to use the little jelly beans. So I've got all of my bits ready and I'm just going to set on where I want everything to go. And I could have just screamed when I set these on. They looked so cute. And then I'm going to take that So Egg-citing set and take the Happy Easter sentiment, and I'm just going to move around the little bit so I can just nicely put on the little sentiment. And they really just fit so nicely. I love these tag dies so much. It is just such a cool shape, and it's really like nothing else that I have in my creative stash. So I just cannot wait to make more of these. I had so much fun making them. So I'm just taking my ATG gun and adhering down the little bits and just moving them around to the sides. How cute is that little bunny watering that little flower egg? And then I'm just going to set this one down, and then I can adhere on the little lamb and the jelly beans. So cute. And now I'm just going to take some of these spooky cute sparkly gumdrops, and I'm just taking the medium and small sizes and just adding a little bit of accent to there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the Happy Easter one with the bunny, and then I just add 2 small ones to the bottom there just to give it a little bit of glitter. So cute. So now I'm just going to take my ribbon and my twine. I just put out a good amount of ribbon, and then I make them both the same size. And I just fold it and it slips through perfectly. And then I'm just going to take the same ribbon and put it through the other one. And I'm going to use some of this lime green color of twine. I think the yellow and green will just look so pretty together. And then I'm going to wrap it around it, and I like to do a little knot because it gives it a little pucker on the twine, and it just looks really cute on the ribbon when it's kind of has a pucker. And then I just do a little bow, and then I just snip off the little excess there. So cute! So now I'm going to do the other one. So again, I just like to pull it tight and do a double knot so that the ribbon gives a little pucker. And then a little bow. So there is my tags. I hope that you guys enjoyed this project. It was so fun to make, and I hope you guys will be making some Easter tags too. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Please don't forget to head over to the Your Next Stamp YouTube channel and subscribe, and I would love if you left a comment, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye now.